There we go. All fixed. Sorry about that, everyone. I know everything was wonky, but I had to make the frames that they're positioned in primary, which meant that they're the only thing that you'd see on stream while I fix the cameras. Alright, and let's give Onyx back Knil.
Yay!
Give you the power of the character.
You should be under characters now.
Damn.
The green button on the side that says PC? Player character?
Crap, they can see my room. Do not look by the room behind me, chat. Nothing's there.
Pay no attention to the room behind the curtain.
The almighty Ronin has spoken! So,
sorry about that. I'm going to have to make a note to make an edit in the YouTube video when this gets exported. So to bring you up to speed, Onyx, on the couple minutes that you missed. The party has made their way towards the space that Arakrakra, the Birdman, marked on your map when you guys were on your way to the Dragon Den. You've reached a old path in the underbrush where you can clearly see that this used to be much more of an actual road, and it has really just sort of eroded and turned it back into just a dirt path that leads up the face of a cliff that leads to a bunch of buildings that are built into the cliff face, some 500 feet above where you started.
I'm getting serious, like, Breath of the Wild vibes from this place.
Very funny.
As you start up this path, Furbolg and Gondolo tie Zongo off as the path starts to narrow, and Zongo seems perfectly fine just to sit in the underbrush and chew on a tree. As you guys continue up the cliff face, though, you find that the stone steps that have been carved into the cliff are starting to sort of smooth and crumble a little bit, and there are actual gaps in the stairway itself. Can I get athletics checks from all of you?
Oh yeah, I'm proficient in that. And I'm gonna probably fail because I'm proficient in that.
Well, I'm proficient and I got a 6.
Son of a bitch!
Solidarity, Razzak. Solidarity.
Can I get a map?
Yeah, it's just a little map right now.
Oh,
it was athletics.
Holy crap. That could fill my whole computer.
Jeybar, still drunk, but he's athletic.
Meanwhile, Air, Razzak, and Morian.
And Gondolo needs to make one.
It's okay, guys. I'm a giant Goliath. I know my way around rocks and stuff. Ah!
Everybody's like looking at Jeybar, like Jeybar's not gonna make it, and Jeybar's just like.
Yeah, don't you get advantage for mountainous terrain?
I don't think so. I think it's only for climbing.
Oh, okay, but this
so
that's the Sasha.
Everyone who rolled a 15 or better. Who
yes,
is that?
Sasha.
It's Knil
And Gralk.
and Gralk.
No, Nil's fine.
Yeah, Knil.
Oh wait, no, 15 or higher.
Yep. 15 or higher. You managed to navigate these gaps in the walkway without too much issue.
Yeah.
Everyone who got under a 15 are going to take 1 level of exhaustion.
Damn it.
As you strain to prevent yourself from falling.
Okay. Seeing this, I'm going to take the feet of rope I have, tie it around my waist
Wow.
and
Ow,
tie
ow.
another end to my trident securely.
Okay.
So just in case something bad happens, I can chink and not die. Do I need to make a check for that, or?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Your 1 level of exhaustion means you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Mhm.
So you continue up the side of the cliff for a while, making your way past these gaps, and Knil and Gralk sort of pathfind for the group. But the rest of you kind of struggle with your footing, and sort of find yourselves slipping and having to sort of work extra hard to pull yourself up these steps.
It's because I'm
Eventually
drunk, isn't it?
Eventually, the stone stairs give way to wooden walkways that are not as well built as could be. There's wide gaps in the planking, and you can see support beams jutting out from the side of the cliff.
Well, this is concerning. I get that these Aarakocra fellows don't really have to worry about walking, but you think they could at least mend up for visitors. Oh well, just have to take this one step at a time, and maybe one person at a time.
Very true, very true.
Step by step.
Day by
Wait.
day.
Can I wild shape into a bird and just fly over?
Sure.
A drunk bird. Oh,
I
this
take out my bow and shoot down them.
How could you?
Just-
So,
Fuck you!
so Jeybar looks at the path ahead of you, and he just goes, "Whoop," and turns himself into a very colorful-looking bird and flies up the cliff face to the other side of this particular section, leaving the rest of you to figure out your own way across these gaps and beams.
Cool.
Did that Jeybar just nope out of here?
I've never heard that word
Apparently
before, but
so.
I believe that is an apt description.
And in my class is one flask of alcohol just hanging on.
Alright,
Shaughnessy,
well,
thank you for the 11th month resub.
Yeah.
months.
Almost one more month away
Almost
from
a
a
year.
year.
You're almost at where I am. Yeah. I'm gonna have someone up there with me.
You'll never be as good. I will have the 24 months. All of the months.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait till I get to 24 months.
Oh, that's gonna be
awesome.
insane.
Oh, yeah.
More sub badges by then.
Alright, so it's like a rope bridge with several planks missing in certain
I
areas,
will
correct?
I will
No, it's
go
more,
and
it's more like a. Once upon a time, it was a wooden like walkway with a handrail and everything, and there's whole sections of decking that are missing, and all you have is just this wooden beam that sticks out from the cliff.
I will walk across now, Sasha.
Okay, make a acrobatics check for me
Disadvantage, right?
with disadvantage because you have a level of exhaustion.
Yep, see, I remember things.
Oh shit.
You said acrobatics?
Yes, please.
Or athletics? Okay, that's...
As air, like I'm
Because what you're doing is you are jumping from solid platform to beam, from beam to beam, from beam to solid platform.
Oh, that's gonna be painful.
I'm gonna say, as air is walking
Sounds okay.
out of my vision, I say, perhaps we could have Jeybar fly and talk to those Aarakocra to give us a lift. And I turn around and I see whatever is about to happen to air.
Air, you jump across. You don't really stick the landing, but you don't fall. What you do is you're able to grab hold of the beam and sort of pull yourself up. And this becomes sort of the course as you cross this section of the climb. You're jumps are unsteady and uncertain, and you find yourself feeling especially exhausted again. You're at 2 ranks of exhaustion.
Oh no.
Okay.
Does he make it
So
all the way across?
everyone, he does. For anyone else who is making this part of the journey without coming up with some sort of inventive special way to cross, like Jeybar did, I need acrobatics checks from you.
Okay,
How?
with disadvantage.
Well, if you have exhaustion,
With
no, you're fine.
disadvantage. Yeah, Knil and Gralk are the only ones that make the check normally.
Oh, I did not mean to click it twice. Oh, never mind. I
Yep,
did click
it's
once.
normal.
Part of me is really worried about this and say, are you sure you shouldn't just go get a Aarakocra to
Oh.
give me a lift? See, I'm not really good with falling.
Gralk very nimbly hops from ledge to ledge. At one point, while Air is like hugging a beam and trying not to fall, Gralk just hops on the edge of it and jumps to the next one, and soon he's the other side.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Razzak, you have
who-
much the same experience that Air did. You were
Okay.
also at 2 ranks of exhaustion.
Solidarity, bro.
Fist bump.
who is across right now?
All of us except for you.
Gralk and Jeybar are across.
Okay.
If you see a
Razzak,
drunken
Razz-
bud on
Razzak
the
and
other
Razzak and Air will be across very shortly. I still need an acrobatics check from Knil and one from Morian, unless
Aw.
you guys have a more
Aw, man.
inventive way to cross.
My roll didn't go
I'll-
through.
I'll see how
Okay, I'll do
Nil
it again.
goes. I'll see how Nil goes.
You said acrobatics?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't go through when I rolled. That sucked. Okay.
That's not great.
Yeah, it's not. That's
So
not
you-
the roll I had, but, you know, it's whatever.
You are at 1 rank of exhaustion now, as you sort of struggle with these jumps and having to pull yourself up all the time.
Are Gondolo and Ferul still behind us?
Yep, they're coming.
Okay. I take my trident, which is attached to me with rope, and is there enough foot of rope for me to throw it across and have someone grab it?
I'm not catching your trident. You
You don't have to
stabbed me
catch
with
it, you
once.
Pick it up. It's not like you catch it midair.
I will.
Will I become
I
a
will.
fish man too if I pick it up?
Wait, what?
I'm joking.
Oh, no.
Maybe? I don't know if it's the trident of Poseidon, maybe.
By the
No.
power of Atlantis!
Oh,
If you throw
that's
the
a
trident,
myth.
I'll tie off to this.
The trident of the 7 seas is a myth. Don't believe everything you hear, trust me.
E-Man had a trident instead of a sword.
Dude, that would have been hilarious.
I'm gonna become aquatic He-Man now.
There you go. You need to get swole, bro.
Or
They're
if,
rebooting.
or if Skeletor had a
Are they?
damn.
Yeah, the people who made the Castlevania anime on Netflix are rebooting He-Man.
Oh,
Mhm.
interesting.
Anyway,
if
I chuck my
Skeletor
trident
had
across.
Trident, man,
I
that would
chuck my trident across for anyone there to catch it and hold it for me as extra security whenever I make the jump.
Make a dexterity check.
Dexterity.
Okay.
You stabbed me in the leg again with it somehow.
Who's catching it?
Yeah, who's catching it?
No one, because it's a trident.
But
I'll catch it. I'll do it.
Okay, Knil, make a dexterity save.
Dexterity.
Also, I'm at double disadvantage or whatever.
which is why I was not.
God damn it.
I was waiting for Knil.
Also, isn't he at double disadvantage?
You are able to grab hold of the trident when Morian tosses it to you. He's not throwing it to inflict damage.
Yeah, no.
He's just throwing it to you. So the test was,
True.
were you accurate enough, Morian? And you were. And could your target catch it? And they could. So
All right,
Yeah,
well,
let's-
Knil, you
you'll
are
do my
you are
test.
currently holding on to a really big fork with a rope tied to it.
Now, is there a good place to stick it in the ground? Or, because I know you all are pretty tired.
I keep looking at the trident, and I'm like, wow, it's a giant dinner fork.
It's also attached to me as a form of security if I fall.
Knil, shove it in the ground and I'll help you hold it.
Okay. Alright, I do that. Do I have to make any
Make a
checks?
strength check. Make a strength check with disadvantage because you have a level of exhaustion.
Oh boy.
So you look around a little bit, Knil. You poke the trident at the ground and at the wall, and it just keeps clinking off of heavy stone. There's nowhere where you can get it to make purchase.
Oh well, just everyone grab hold. I'll be over there in shortly. Your combined strength should be fine.
I'm gonna keep looking at the trident.
I'll put my hands on the trident to try and hold it.
All right.
Okay.
So then,
This
what is
can only
acrobatics?
go
You said.
Acrobatics. Yep. You make it across without that much issue.
Oh well, there was no point in that.
It's almost as if it was a giant waste of time.
Listen, but if I didn't, and if I had a bad time,
I'm already walking away.
Furbolg and Gondolo eventually make it across, but they are as exhausted, if not more so, than Razzak and Air. They're winded and tired, and continue trudging up the cliff. You have been climbing the side of this cliff for about 40 minutes at this point.
Can we gauge how close to the top we are?
Or
how close to the village, I should say.
Assuming you don't have any major setbacks, you've probably got another 20 minutes worth of climbing to go.
Alright, well, we're almost
there yet?
Almost. Does anyone need to take a break or anything? Perhaps
Can you carry me?
I don't think I can.
That's fair. Trudge. I keep walking.
I use my trident as a walking stick and keep moving forward. And I also offer my aid to anyone who is upsetty and not doing so well.
Can you offer me some spaghetti?
The stone plateau that you're on eventually gives way to a swaying rope bridge and another set of wooden walkways. Can I get perception checks from all of you?
You can, but it won't be good.
Mm-hmm. 8.
Do we roll perception at disadvantage?
Yes. So if you have disadvantage and you rolled it once, roll it a second time.
I'll take a 12. I mean a 13.
Wow. 17 and an 18. Well, it was the last
there you go. I dropped an 18. Alright, so I got an 8.
And all of a sudden, the rope bridge comes alive, and it's a giant mimic.
Oh,
no.
God. Can our ship be a mimic? Can we have a mimic ship?
Let's see here. Perception checks.
Our mimic house, that'd be even creepier.
Mimic house. Oh, it's like the movie Monster House.
Yeah. It'll be like a much more D&D version of Amityville Horror.
So Morian, you rolled an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Jeybar had a 17. Razzak has a 13. Knil has a 4. Air, I think you actually rolled with disadvantage. Had a 20.
Wow, okay.
Furbolg and Gondolo have a 7 and a 12. So, I think that means everyone with the exception of Jeybar and Air.
Yeah.
Gralk
Instantly
roll
die.
twice? No, Gralk did not roll twice. Gralk needs to roll again. There we go. Yeah, so
Hey,
everyone
Lex.
except Jeybar and Air fail to notice a number of wooden planks that are weakened and rotting, and you end up with one foot falling through the bridge. You are now, if you failed this check, you are now at 3 ranks of exhaustion. Or just add a rank of exhaustion. So Knil, you're at 2 ranks.
Okay, I'm about
I think
to
everyone
say,
else is at 3.
I have 2.
I'm at.
I'm currently at 2.
Since I'm
I'm
still
at 2.
since
I'm
I'm
at 2.
still in round shape and kind of just flying along,
Singing our song.
singing a song.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna wild shape the whole way up the side of the cliff, you're fine.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Oh God! Oof! I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Who is Stark?
It's a saying my people have.
So
Oh.
your first exhaustion rank means you have disadvantage on ability checks. Your second one means you move at half speed. Your third means you have disadvantage on attacks and saves.
At
We're
least
gonna
I'm
die
not a
climbing this
yet.
mountain, everybody.
We're almost there.
And some of you guys fall through the thing. You guys just hear a
Jeybar laughing at their own deaths. Cool.
And when you get across this next section, you're able to stop for a moment to catch your breath. And it's here that you get your first sort of real view of where you're at. Where did that image go?
Oh.
Oh, special image. Where is it?
I'm really missing my bone wings.
Me too.
I miss my lightning wings.
Mm.
River Sabal.
I'd be more impressed with this place if I wasn't dying trying to get to it.
Mhm.
Can the bird be Jeybar?
The Jeybar can be on his back.
Now,
Yes.
as you guys climb, you can see flying in and out of the buildings on the cliff face are a number of these birdmen, like you encountered in the jungle itself.
This is the village.
It better be worth it.
Probably is it.
Same here.
Let me give you a town map.
Yay, I'm map.
A map.
Map on the map. Oh, that kind of map. Okay.
Huh.
So from the holes and everything, and the walkways, this feels like Simon's Quest all over again. Oh, thanks a lot, Jace. Looks like we're gonna be doing a lot of jumping.
Well, it looks like we're done with the holes, except for... Oh, wait, no, we're not. Damn it.
Nope.
No, we're not. No,
Let's just get to
this
the
is
nearest
like
building
Simon's
and
Quest.
see if it's an inn.
You are some 500 feet up from ground level at this point.
Oh no, I'm used to being so many feet below ground level. I don't like this one bit.
Mm.
And they'll do some type of check to hurl off the, literally vomit off the bridge.
Make
like-
That'd be a con. Yeah.
Make a Constitution save with disadvantage because of your exhaustion.
Oh no.
Oh, this
Oh.
is gonna be funny.
You're queasy, dude.
Oh, he's queasing.
Oh.
Lee doesn't like ice.
Yeah, your lunch is no longer lunch. It is more just goo on the walkway. And
Poor lad. Oh, but I'm not looking down either.
Look out, below!
I think only Zong goes down there.
Okay, I need to walk away before.
Let's go. Let's just get to the nearest building, please.
Yep.
Yeah.
you just hear,
Dalek, Zongo isn't with us right now.
Aren't you kind, Jeybar?
Just like drops to his knees. Curse you!
Yes, you blew it up!
Oh,
Damn you!
Damn you all!
Damn you, Jeybar!
Jeybar's just sitting on top of the house on butt form, just taking a thing hit of his flask.
How the fuck
It's a
is a
little tiny
bird
bird.
thinking from a flask?
Listen, he's got 2 legs.
Carefully.
Carefully.
Very carefully.
Mm,
In very small doses.
Alright, so I guess we're gonna walk to the nearest building, or the nearest entrance for us to have, like, steady earthly footing.
I moved the arrow.
I don't know how you
Okay.
pronounced footing. It
Footing.
was very fun.
Footing.
Footing.
Is there anybody home?
Did someone assist
Listen,
us,
I'm
please?
looking for a token for Jeybar's. For
Can it just be a giant middle finger pointed in our direction?
Can it be a slime?
Because that's what he is,
Don't
a
think
slime.
slimes fly, but I like where your head's at.
But no, seriously, it's like just looking at this walkway just reminds me of the starting village that you start off in Simon's Quest.
Simone's Quest.
Yeah, that NES piece of garbage.
Yo, I want to know what's in the secret cave of secrets to the left of the big building.
all right. No, I don't think that'll work that way. There.
Oh,
Oh.
yet another map. Oh, cool.
It's a bird, Jeybar.
Oh, the gang's all here.
Jaybird.
I don't know if you can move the token, Shadow. Let me know if you can.
I cannot.
Well.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
We all have our drawbacks, like turning into a bird that can't fly.
Yeah, I say that, but I've been flying past y'all this entire time.
Weird, because you haven't flapped your wings at all. You've just been drinking your flask the entire time.
There's 2
Oh
Jeybars.
god, Jeybar learned the duplication spell.
Oh no, Kagibushin
There you
no
go.
Jutsu.
Now you should be able to move it.
Okay.
So which way are we going, guys?
Inward, please.
so-
Inward.
If you knock on the door, it actually opens.
Come and knock on our door.
Anyone home? Ace.
Hello.
Is it me you're looking for?
Oh. It's a person thingy.
With the sword.
So inside is sort of this cramped dwelling, and you see an Aarakocra there that seems to be tending a meal, and it sort of turns and looks at you with this sort of like skittish look on its face, and it's like, "Hello."
Hi, yes, where is the nearest inn? We are very exhausted from climbing this mountain.
Also, sorry for barging in.
Yes, very sorry.
Just
Yes,
kind of
please
knocking on the
excuse
door.
our minor intrusion, yes.
Up the path, you will find cleansing chambers and the monastery. Perhaps this is where you want to go, or maybe you want to see the elder's house at the very top.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Sorry to have bothered you. Please enjoy your meal. Also, be careful coming out here. It looks like there's some kind of a mess. I have no idea what it's about, but just watch your feeding. Bye.
You're feeding.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're clawing.
Good paladin.
Well, I suppose now we should make our way downtown, walking fast.
It's up.
Maybe we should have asked him to see if maybe he could have gave us a hand getting us further up.
Let's try the next house.
No, let's just go up top. I'm just gonna continue walking up.
The buildings along this lower section, they're all really, really similar. They're not identical, but they're very, very. The layouts are only slightly varied between them, and they're all very simple. Some of them have an Urkrakra in them who are going about their daily business, and they seem more intrigued and confused by this band of strangers knocking on their doors than they are perturbed or annoyed by it. Several of them, as you sort of stick your head in and look around, if you leave, they will come to the doorways and they will look out at you. Some of these places are empty, but you can see Aarakocra landing on the walkways, going inside, coming back out, and flying off into the distance again. It seems like they come here to roost, maybe spend a little bit of time here, but spend as much time out and around the cliff as they do actually here in the buildings.
I always thought that the word roosting was funny.
Yes,
Kind of a funny word.
Comical.
I like to think that we're having all these little conversations as we're walking up top.
Oh, absolutely.
Also, I think our group should be called the Awesomenaries.
What is a roosting? Do fish roost?
Good question.
I don't think they do. I don't think fish do.
Fishman, do you roost?
No, we just kind of just.
Flounder.
Yeah. Yes, actually, that's a very good analogy. We flounder in our beds.
Oh.
That's awesome. I love that.
So where are you going next?
Up top.
We will listen to what the bird person told us.
We will follow his directions to the letter.
Do you guys have the town map?
Yeah.
Did we get rid of the player map?
Yeah, you guys can close the player map. I'll give it
Well-
back to you if you need it.
Oh no, we got to do another jump.
I assume I'm just gonna move. I assume this is the inner of the monastery, so I guess we'll probably head there.
Hey, no more
Okay.
jumping.
There is still some jumping and climbing involved, but it is not as bad as it was on the climb up.
It's not worth the
Good.
check, basically.
It's not worth checking.
It's not worse than what you've already gone through.
Okay, I'll accept that.
And me and Buffalo just flies to the top and just every once in a while lands, takes a sprig, and keeps on flying.
I know we're guests here, guys, but this place sort of sucks.
Well, I suppose for us it's rather an efficient way of living.
Yeah, but I guess it's not really for
But-
us, so.
To be fair, in a way, it's quite similar to what my people have. I mean, when you
Yeah,
can
we
just
already had this
go.
conversation.
I know, but no, not like that. But when you can just go anywhere in your space, maybe in the water,
Right.
then in the air,
It's
you tend to build more vertically than horizontally.
That's fair.
But I really would like to find some place to rest. As much as I would like to admire this place, I can't do it when I'm almost dead.
Yeah, I agreed. My shin splints are really acting up. I reach down and pull out one of the fish teeth out of my leg.
Ignore the light.
What a world.
Oh my guys, my token's all freaked out on me for a second.
I see that.
My friends are getting me steak. My roommates are getting me steak and shake.
Ooh. Both steak and shakes? Unheard of. Alright.
Seriously, game, let me draw things.
Yay, drawing.
I'll be right back. I'm sure there's going to be a talking bit.
So even though some of you might look like you're not standing on a platform, you are standing on a wooden walkway. The path that leads up here climbs at a bit of an angle, and then it sort of levels out flat.
Everybody but Air, Morian, and Knil die instantly. Let's see what's behind door number 3, or 2, or whatever we're on now.
Here.
Door 57.
Ooh. Space! Space!
Final frontier.
Is that a saying for your people?
In a way, yes.
I'm not one with the astral plane, so...
Yeah, you're into the aqua planes.
The aqua planes.
You enter into this building, and you find the main room sort of opens up fairly large for the size of the buildings that you've been encountering on your climb. And in the middle of the room is a symbol painted on this is both on the face of the building outside and on the floor inside. A very similar labyrinthian pattern that you've seen elsewhere.
Oh.
This must be the symbol of whatever monastery this used to be.
This kind of reminds me of the bridge, the monkey bridge.
Puzzle, yeah.
The what?
Oh, wow.
Forgive me, I'm unfamiliar with this.
When we were on the bridge, there was these little puzzle things that we could,
Oh, right, I was there, definitely there for that, yes.
Yeah, and when me and Razzak traced our hands around it and everything, it seemed to control the golem. But this is a little different, though.
The main hall of the monastery is fairly impressive, actually. The rafters of the ceiling are a full 60 feet above the floor. And there, above that is the peak of the thatched roof, which is another 15 feet up. The space is large enough that Aarakocra can fly inside, but you don't really see any of them doing that at the moment. The circular labyrinth painted on the floor is 25 feet in diameter. And you can see indications like this place is well kept. The floor is swept clean. There's no debris or anything cluttering the floor.
Ooh, quite the place.
Is there
here.
anyone around that could probably assist us with what we're trying to do?
Not right in the main room, no.
Hey, Razzak, what's behind that door that's right beside you?
Ooh. I'd like to open the door that's right behind me.
Careful, it's a bathroom. Someone's using it. Oh no, it's just the kitchen.
Ooh, a kitchen. Oh no, Jeybar.
Don't tell Jeybar it's the kitchen.
There's
Jeybar,
a bird thingy in there.
excuse me,
Oh no,
Mr. Bird.
Jeybar.
Do you have alcohol for Jeybar?
Oh no.
We're going to get kicked out before we even get let in.
The Aarakocra in this room is dressed in very, very simple robes. They're not especially colorful. And he looks at the Furbolg that comes in demanding alcohol with a bit of surprise and goes, "Who are you?"
Forgive him. He's quite sporadic when it comes to his beverages. We were a party here for trade, and we just made our way up here from the long climb. And do you know of any place we might be able to find rest?
Yes.
You may
And
rest
alcohol.
here. It is
Oh,
not
thank goodness.
often that we get travelers. You note now that you're able to sort of like, you stop and you can talk with him. While his robes are simple, he's got sort of a heavy prayer bead necklace, and
Oh, it's a monk.
his beak has a labyrinthine pattern painted on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, you
Uh,
must be one of the monks here. Knil,
I bas-
ask him about the thing.
Perhaps we should tell him how we managed to find this village.
Oh,
I think
yes.
that'd probably be wise.
Well,
It is
go ahead, Mr.
It
Bird.
is not often that we get travelers to Kir Sabal. Please, you look very tired. Please sit. And
Oh, thank you.
We will find you something to eat.
Thank you very much, good sir.
Oh, thank you.
I keep forgetting about the freaking thing.
Also, if you have anything for a head splitting in half, my head's been hurting all day. Well, I guess that could have just been from the heat and the climb.
You do not have ye old Advil?
What is this Advil? That
Well,
sounds very, very...
it's a remedy made from crushed up shells down and a little bit of kelp down in the ocean. It's
not made out of 3 shells, is it?
Does
You
it
really wanna
have
push that reference.
alcohol?
Yeah, I do.
No, the 3 shells. We don't use those there.
Yeah, no one talks about the 3 shells. Is from what
That was
my
during the regime of a tyrant.
tyrant. Was
The-
the tyrant as big as air?
The monk spends
Bigger.
a few moments rooting through a few of the cupboards, and he turns back to the table and he sets out a rather simple meal. There's some freshly picked fruit, some various leafy green vegetables, that sort of thing. There's a bowl of nuts, and he just sort of sets this all out for you, and he goes, It is not common. I'm sorry, we did not have anything more substantial prepared, but please.
There was no need to apologize.
Help
thank you.
yourselves.
Thank you
It
very
was
much.
great. Thank you so much.
Iki mas and all that.
I asked the bird, what is your name? If you don't mind me asking.
Monk number 7.
Currently, yes.
Karen.
We'll just call him 7. There we go.
Here we go. Hold on.
I'm 7. This is my brother 11.
What a name.
We have a
Swear if
small,
its name- I swear if
joint
its name
venture
is
together.
Hakuna Matata, I'm gonna get
maybe
you.
you've heard of it. We sell Slurpees.
Oh yes, of course.
And
I am Iki. And you are?
Iki. I am Knil. And I look to see if anyone else is gonna join in on the introduction.
I'm there.
Jeybar, and I'm
Razzak.
low on alcohol.
Morian Harken.
Oh, I wouldn't mind an alcoholic
Fish.
beverage right about now.
Name Morian.
Uh,
Occupation Fish.
Iki goes to a different cupboard and he comes back and he's got a small like a clay pot that he removes a stopper from, and it's full of fresh water. And he goes and he retrieves another one, and he sits it near the end of the table where you're sitting, Jeybar, with a number of clay mugs. And this one has a bit of a stronger smell to it.
I'll take a cup
Do I
of
sip
that
the
right
smell
here,
of
too.
alcohol?
I
Yeah,
would pace
I
yourself,
smelt.
my friend. We do not often serve non-Arakakra.
Jeybar downs the whole entire thing.
No, he does not. Jeybar, no.
No, he does not. No.
Morian is going to take a glass of water and just take that, rub it on his gills some, and, drink it.
I'll take a glass of alcohol because I need it right now.
Anyone who drinks the alcohol, make a con save with disadvantage.
Oh, that's right. We're still,
God.
still exhausted.
Okay, find the disadvantage button.
You gotta commit to the bit.
Damn.
Then
And
You're all
your
ready.
Constitution save.
It's not too bad.
God. Yeah.
With disadvantage?
Jeybar.
So
Jeybar's
it is particularly strong. This drink has a substantial kick to it. And while it doesn't leave you instantly intoxicated, Jeybar, it is stronger than what you are used to drinking. And it is something that you recognize that you need to pace yourself with. Knil,
Jeybar enjoys this!
with your recently upset stomach, this doesn't sit very well with you, but you're okay with it. You know well enough to sip and take your time.
Smart boy.
So
Smart
basically,
aleck,
it's like
Jeybar.
sake,
Yeah, but stronger.
but stronger. Have you had something stronger than sake before, Sasha?
Nope. Don't think I
Okay,
have.
so this is like, forbidden territory.
Can we have some fireball whiskey that, as a side effect, we shoot fireballs?
Oh man.
Please, what brings you to our monastery? This is very out of the way for your kind.
Well, we were told about your village by a group of your same kind when we were traveling around doing what we were doing.
We were tasked, we set out to investigate the old dragon pit nearby, as I'm sure you're aware of.
You
We-
see
And we're
these
also-
bones.
We're also
Yes.
trying to find the cause of the Black Death that's going around as well.
Ah,
Yes, on the grander scale, yes, we are.
that is a noble cause. There are many who have been searching for the source of this curse, and very few have found anything of substantial information. Have you found any more information?
We believe it to be somewhere on Schult. We
Yeah.
believe people have discovered perhaps its general location. What was it again? I say, turning to my comrades who might know more than me. Well, we heard that people had gone adventuring in certain directions to set out to find it.
There
Think
are
west
always
and-
adventurers in Schult. For years, your kind have... I speak in general terms. Your
I
kind
understand.
have been coming to our shores on adventures of one sort or another. Many Arakokra have made a comfortable living, selling trinkets and odd ends to visitors from afar.
Well, we would love to look at those, but we also have some things of our own to sell. After all, we did find quite a few things in that dragon pit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We are... we are more... we are more concerned with a simpler life here in Kirsa.
What you mean?
If you wish to trade with us, I am sure you will find those who are interested in whatever trinkets you have brought. But before you do so, you should speak with Ashara.
Is he your leader?
She is...
She,
teacher.
forgive me.
She is... Yes, you could say she is our leader. She is one of great knowledge. She knows very much of the ways of our history, of Chult, and of places long forgotten.
Fascinating.
I would like to ask, before we take you up on this information, are we allowed to rest here for the night?
Yes, I will see to it that the other monks have made up accommodations for you. I am afraid that, again, we were not expecting guests. And our accommodations are not such that land dwellers such as yourselves are the most of comfortable. But we will do our best to be good hosts.
Oh, of course.
Well, we definitely didn't expect in here demanding a 5-star experience. We understand that you were not expecting us and that you have different things, but we appreciate your kindness nonetheless.
Yeah. Any type of rest is good enough for me.
Morian.
That, let me give you,
You rate hotels
access
by
to the
stars?
full map of the monastery.
No, he rates them by shells.
By shells,
We
yes,
rate them by squares up here.
a 5-shell experience.
A 5 square.
Is there any see if I can find any water? And I got like a tub I can just
Then the bird walks away.
Yeah,
So
for
many
whatever reason.
birds.
Oh, they're visible to you guys. There you go.
How's that
So you
alcohol
guys-
treating you, Jeybar?
Jeybar. Good alcohol.
Should take some of it with you in one of your flasks.
Jeybar already has.
So you guys
Oh,
currently
yeah.
have the run of the place,
Mhm.
and can go where you would like.
Alright,
I go straight to where the beds are, and I see if there's one that's available for me to just sleep in.
I'm gonna go look for any like bathtub-like thing that I might be able to plot myself in and rest in.
Bathtub-like thing.
Jeybar also takes a woman texting that.
I'd like to ask the Arakakra about the symbol that is on the floor of the monastery and on the outside, and if it has anything to do with the monkey bridge.
Sure.
Good sir. Would you be able to tell me more about the symbol that's on your floor? We came across something similar. Do you know of the monkey bridge?
We're gonna come back to your question in a second here, Morbid. Those of you who are looking to take rooms on the side of the map here are a number of sleeping quarters. Each chamber contains a bunk bed and a small table for a candle and a wash basin.
Wash basin?
Yeah,
Wash
it
basin?
is literally a wash basin, Morian. It is probably about 6 inches in diameter wooden
Wow.
tub that you can fill with water to just sort of cleanse yourself with. It is not a tub that you could sit in.
Well. Seahorse shit.
The Aarakocra, seeing you look at this little bucket and be somewhat disappointed, they go, there is, if you wish to bathe more thoroughly, there is a what is the word, cleansing chamber down the path, a short distance.
Well, certainly wouldn't hurt. I could go for a nice dip. I've been away from water for quite a while and could use a soak.
Nice dip.
You want to take a nice dip? Can't see that I'm like shaking my character furiously around the map. So I'm gonna go where he pointed me to and head to this cleansing chamber.
I'm
So
going to
on
sleep.
if you still have the town map open,
Yes, I do.
it is, so you guys are currently in the big building with the circular image on the front of the building.
Yes.
The
Is in the secret cave?
The building one tier below you, to the far right, is where you are headed.
Alright, then that is where I should go and check out this cleansing chamber.
And we will come back to you in a moment. Razzak, when you question the monk, he tilts his head in a way that only birds tilt their heads this way. And he
What's a
says,
monkey?
and he gives you this sort of curious look, and he goes, "It is the symbol of Unto." As
do you
if you should
spell
know
that?
what that is. It is spelled U-B-T-A-O.
What's the origin? I'm just messing.
Triton?
So, I'm not too familiar with this Ubuntu, but we have come across this symbol or something like it before on a bridge just north of here.
Yes.
Do you-
Unto is known as the father of dinosaurs, the creator of Chult, and the founder of Mizro.
Sounds like a hammer.
His worship is throughout the jungles of Chult.
Oh,
Sounds like a Hammond.
well. What is the purpose of the maze?
Why, it's the tomb of Annihilation, of course.
The maze is an old tradition from the city of Mizro. The people of Mizro were known as maze walkers.
Oh, I love that book series.
They prepared their people to. The mazes were puzzles meant to prepare the faithful for the maze that is life.
That's deep.
That's very deep. Well, does your symbols here unlock anything?
Walking the maze can unlock deeper understanding of yourself and the world. If you are talking in the sense of unlocking doors, not so much.
Oh. Okay. Well then.
It is a meditative practice to walk the maze, to be with your thoughts and only with your thoughts.
Well. Okay. I thank him for answering my questions. And then I'd like to go upstairs.
We're in a monastery right now, right?
Yes.
I'll go up to the Mr. Birdman. Do you guys allow other prayers here?
Of
To
course.
other deities? Okay.
This is
there...
we are your cultures are very concerned with the separation of deities. Here we are more about careful reflection and introspection. If you achieve this through prayer to a deity that is not Ubato, who are we to argue?
Fair enough. Is there a quiet corner I can...
The
Try.
Aarakocra gestures to the whole of the monastery, which you realize that aside from yourselves, there is very little noise in.
Alright. I'm just gonna go over here and just do some prayerage. Try and see if maybe I can reach the raven.
I can clearly know the voice is still there.
And I'll set up and do my stuff. Light a few candles.
Give me one moment, juggling like
Yep.
a bunch of different things.
Also, I just realized my mic was further away.
Morian,
Yes, that's me.
you travel down the pathways and find yourself in front of a tall building carved in the side of the mountain.
Nice. Ooh. I've discovered the secret! Oh god, it's a bird!
And when you enter, you see a lone Aarakocra in this sort of main area. And it looks at you curiously and it goes, "Have you come to cleanse yourself?"
Well, I heard that this was like some sort of bath, I believe. So yes, I've come to cleanse myself.
Have you brought an offering for teacher and Ukta?
Oh, I forgive me, I did not know the customs. What sort of offering is generally accepted?
Flowers, food.
I believe I have some food in my bag. Yes, I could offer. And I pull out like a thing of rations and offer it. Would this suffice?
The Aarakocra will gesture to a statue that's standing to the side, what's marked with the star.
Yeah, star, okay.
It's hard to really make out the features, but it strikes you as being sort of in the way that it stands and is posed and everything, you look at it and you get the image of a tabaxi. But any specific features, like the shape of its eyes and things like that, are worn with age. All sort of sitting around it are various offerings of food, little bowls of fruit and that sort of thing. Flowers, like almost like a lei or a wreath of flowers are placed at its feet around its neck. And the Aarakocra seems to be sort of just dealing with the offerings. It collects some of them and puts them into sort of a basket over on the table. Once you've left your offering, it gestures to you to descend the ladder, and downstairs you will find a basin to cleanse yourself.
I just get into the water, splish splash, taking a bath, and I just like relax and
He's a happy fishy.
I'm put myself right in the bowl. Yes, perfect. I'm just gonna there we go.
I'm gonna do a fan art of like a happy fish.
Happy fish
splashing
man.
around, yeah.
Back to the rest of you. Gralk will find a place to curl up. Air, you're trying to commune with the Raven Queen. Razzak, you went upstairs. What are you up to?
I'd like to go up the stairs and into the door here. And I'd like to inquire with the Aarakocra if they happen to know any magics that our kind might not know.
The particular Aarakocra that you were approaching is kneeling in front of a small desk. If you're standing, Razzak, it probably comes up to maybe the middle of your shins.
Okay.
On the desk is a number of candles that are lit. There is a small clay jar with a lid set on it, and a number of scrolls that are rolled up. The Aarakocra is very carefully taking a wooden stylus, and it dips it in a pot of paint, and it paints very slowly, very carefully this labyrinthian pattern on its beak. And it sits very quietly while it does this.
Oh. Maybe I won't disturb this Aarakocra then. Or I'll politely say, "Excuse me, my good fellow.
Have you come to make an? Have you come to? Have you come to make prayers to Ulata?"
I have come to inquire more about Gato. And maybe see if you have any knowledge of magic and whatnot. That maybe.
Ours is not the way of the arcane.
Oh, okay.
And the Aarakocra will rise from his seat, and he goes, "If you wish to make a prayer to our protector, please, you must prepare yourself."
How must I prepare myself?
He sort of stands up and he steps back away from the table. There's a small little cushion that he was kneeling on, and he gestures you towards it.
Okay. I'd like to kneel upon the pillow.
The Aarakocra will stand near you, and he points to the small clay pot, and he goes, "You must bathe yourself in scented oils, which is here.
Okay.
You are. You should read from these writings so that they may bring your mind to peace. Hold on, I'm trying not to sneeze.
I lived that life earlier.
You should read the scroll to bring your mind to peace. You then paint the maze pattern of Mesro on. You do not really. You kind of have a beak, but not really. On the sides, on the sides of your face, on your hands and your feet, and then you may enter.
Okay. So I will bathe myself, or I will not bathe myself in scented oil, but I will apply the scented oil. I will then dab a little here, kind of like rub some on my scales, you know. It's very smoothing them out very nicely. Look how shiny they are.
Is it like
It's very shiny.
the treasure of a sunken pirate wreck?
Then
Swap the deck.
swap the deck. Then I'd like to read from the scroll.
You make a intelligence check.
Yep.
We'll do a prayer in the name of Stephen.
In the name of Stephen.
In the name
So
of
this-
the Holy Stephen.
The writing on the scroll is not revolutionary writing. There isn't anything here. This is
It's not the Declaration of
find it-
Independence or anything.
yeah, you find it to be it has a lot in common with typical religious writings. There's a lot here about how best to treat other people, and just sort of general sort of things like that. But it does have sort of a rhythm and a cadence to it that as you read it and you sort of fall into this, it does have sort of a rhythmic meditative essence to it, that it does sort of calm you as you read.
Okay.
And then once you have finished reading, the Aarakocra will point you to another container that has sort of a rough mixed paste or paint in it. It's made from various crushed plants and berries and things. And it is there's a couple of them. There's one that is a very vibrant red, one that is a dark blue, and one that is more yellow.
I'd like to use the vibrant red.
He will then direct you in how to use the stylus to collect a bit of the paint on the tip, and then suggest doing the back of your hand first to do a pattern there on each hand, and then on your feet, and then on either side of your face.
Okay. I will begin to draw the maze-like symbol, I believe, onto the back of my palms. Or back of my hands. Whoa, back of my palms. And my feet, and the sides of my face.
Welcome to the cult.
One of us.
When you have
One of
finished,
us.
the monk will nod to you in sort of a approving fashion, and then direct you to the door to the north.
Okay. Thank you, my good man. I enter said
The
door.
room to the north, inside this room, there is a life-size wooden statue of a noble tabaxi, It stands against the far wall, draped in flowers and beads, and is wreathed in incense smoke. Unlike the other statues that you may have seen around Sabal, this one is in excellent condition, though it is still very old. Can you make a religion check?
Ooh, something I may no. I can maybe do. No.
Damn.
Sasha, where do we go to gain a level of monk?
Based on the way the other Arakraka speak, you think this is probably Uatu, but you can't be certain. There is another Arakraka in the room just off to the side, and it is kneeling, and it seems to be in a meditative state.
Okay. Am I able to kind of sit there and meditate? Maybe try to commune with the statue or the...
Sure. Make a religion check. Air, make a religion check as well.
Ooh.
Air?
Hmm?
Make a religion check.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I rolled okay.
So, Razzak, would you claim or describe Razzak as a religious person?
I would say that he is always open to new ideas. I would say he's an agnostic person. Or so he is. He doesn't quite believe in one god, but he knows that there are powers beyond mortal beings out there.
Good answer.
Yeah, welcome to Philosophy.
101.
Philosophy 101.
Hey, it's a good answer, though.
You,
Is a good answer.
you sit and you meditate for a while, and you don't really get much of anything out of the statue itself. But you do find that this is a good location just for meditation in general. It's quiet. The between the structure of the building and the natural cave walls that it's set into, it seems to keep a lot of external noise out.
Okay.
And as you sort of sit and sort of focus your thoughts on your journey, on your travels, there is a name that comes to you.
Okay.
And you sort of seem puzzled because as far as you know, you haven't heard it before. But the name Atris Simber comes to mind while you sit there.
Atris Simber. How do you spell that?
Atris, A-T-R-U-S.
Okay.
C-I-M-B-E-R.
C-I-M-B-E-R?
B-E-R.
Okay. Okay.
Air, you attempt to make a prayer to the Raven Queen.
Mm-hmm.
And like you have been experiencing so far, there seems to be. It's not so much of a disconnect as it is a great distance between you and what you expect to experience. It's not that they're not there, because if there wasn't anyone on the other end, you figure your powers would probably stop working.
Makes sense.
But there is, it is though, instead of speaking to someone who is in the same room as you, there is this gulf that separates you and the Raven Queen. And as you sit there, you are given sort of a vision of a city in ruins deep in the jungle.
City of ruins.
Like a ruins of Annihilation, perhaps.
Shut up.
Meanwhile, I'm just rub-a-dub-dub in the tub.
Yeah, it just sounds creepy.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Do I get anything else, Sasha?
That's it. You've not seen these ruins before, and you're not able to pick out any standout details about the city. All you're really able to get from it is that this is a ruined city somewhere in a jungle.
Okay. Whilst I'm happy that there's something there, I'm still a little upsetty spaghetti. And I'll my head will start hurting very, very badly, and I'll punch the ground and curse out, "Damn it!"
A couple of Aarakocra that might be in the room with you sort of stop what they're doing and they look in your direction, but then go back to doing whatever they were doing, sweeping the floor, that sort of thing.
I'll gather my candles and try and go find the... Was he like the lead monk here? The lead... I forget his name
from
now.
what you can see, that all of them, like the patterns that they have painted on their beaks and their hands are different from Aarakocra to Aarakocra, but the way that they are dressed and adorned seems to be almost identical. You don't get the sense that there is much in the way of a hierarchy in this monastery, that they are all just monks in this monastery.
Alright. I'll just go up to one of them and ask him. I got a vision of a place in ruins deep in the jungle. I don't think that's exactly the most earth-breaking news you've heard here, but...
There are many such places. There is the ruins of Mesro, to the north and to the west. There is somewhere in the jungle the city of Omu. Somewhere. It has been lost to time. There are many such ruins.
I was afraid you might say that. Any of them have anything to do, potentially, with spirituality?
Well, Mesro was the place where Ubato called home.
Oh, okay.
I would not speak of Omu, lest the teacher correct me, so you should speak to her.
Where can I find her?
She would be in the Elder's home, further up the cliff.
Oh, okay. I think we plan to speak with her tomorrow.
There is... Let me think. There is the ruins of Umbala to the west. There is the city of Fohrohdam. There are many such places. Were you able to gain any insight during your meditations?
Just a place far in the ruins, far in the desert, or far in the jungle. I unfortunately couldn't reach anything else.
That is unfortunate. It could be many things. But it is likely that your deity wishes you to find at least one of these places, if not many more.
That's fair enough to assume, yes. Ever since coming here, I've felt quite disconnected. Is that the same with you and Umbato?
We have...
Or...
it has been some time since we have communed with Umbato. In fact, it is hard to say when the last time we clearly spoke to him was. However, our continued prayers have brought us protection and safety, and we see no reason to change this behavior.
Yeah. Safety and protection.
Yes.
Alright. Well, thank you. If I find anything else, I'll be sure to ask again. Where can I take a nap, if you don't mind?
Please, there are rooms. They are normally of use of the monks, but you may have the use of them while you stay.
Thank you very much. May we both find the one leading us. His voice again.
And the Arakaka will bow and let you on your way.
Alright, I'm gonna go lie down.
Morian, by now you've probably made your way back to the monastery. Morian?
Marshall?
Oh, sorry, was that? Yes.
You are back in the monastery.
You've made your way back to the monastery by now?
Awesome, cool. Ah, that was a good soak. Oh, now to pass out. As I go and skedaddle my way into, hello, yes, I'm come to die.
And Razzak, how do you want to wrap up with your prayers?
I'd like to leave. I'd like to leave like a what is it? A tribute
An offering?
of an offering, yeah, like an offering.
Sure.
I'd like to offer the maybe some of my rations, I guess. Just
Sure.
kind of, yeah.
Furbolg and Gondolo have found corners in the kitchen in which that they can curl up and sleep. As you guys take the main rooms. The Aarakocra have offered them straw-filled pillows and blankets to try to make them as comfortable as they can. There's not a whole lot of space here. And as you guys bed down to take a rest, let's take a short break so that I can get a refill on my tea.
All right.
And we will be back shortly, guys. Don't go away. Oh,
So the
no,
monastery
this
caught
one
fire.
is all screwy. Yeah, there we go, fixed.
Razzak
Welcome back,
sent
everyone.
us.
I totally didn't break Discord for like half a minute.
We're all fine.
It would not be a Tuesday D&D stream if there wasn't some kind of technical problem at some point during the evening. So you know that
100%
it's
true.
D&D night.
Do it live.
All right, so you
Do it
guys have all had a good solid rest.
Good.
So let's give you guys
Yay.
a long rest.
I feel like I've learned how to get an extra action through sleeping. So now I feel like invigorated. I also feel like I've gained a lot more vitality in myself.
I'm getting more alcohol.
I'm sure you are, Jeybar. I'm sure you
I
are.
just look at both of them and shake my head.
And a whole new
Strong.
flask.
You guys are so loud in the morning.
Glub, glub.
Gloop, gloop, gloop.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
Alright, we're gonna go talk to the head lady.
Mm-hmm.
Someone wake Knil up though. He's still sleeping.
Okay, I pick up my trident and no, I'm joking.
Don't freaking poke me!
No, I don't. I go up and just go, well, time to wake up, Knil. It's time to go talk to the leader.
Ugh.
Yes, I know.
5 more minutes, mama.
No, Marshall. Listen, let me just get this part. Marshall really wanted to say, "Your mama's dead. Get up, boy."
Ah!
No. Jeybar walks over, opens up a thing of wake up alcohol, and opens up Knil's mouth and just
Oh
pulls it in.
no.
Ow! Ow! What?
He's
What the hell is that horrid stuff?
You guys aren't used to waking up with
It's
liquid.
my thing.
Ah!
Now, come
It's
on.
called
It's
wake
so
up flask.
rancid. What are you
The
drinking
best part
from
of
that
waking up
thing?
is a flask full of rum in
The
your.
best part of waking up.
Ah! Ah, it burns. How do you drink this stuff?
Jeybar stops.
Okay. All right.
Down
good. I'm good.
Takes
I
a
can
good
care. There's not
swallow,
enough salt in it.
puts
Ah.
it back in and goes, just fine.
Okay. I'm good. Ah. I grab my greatsword and I get up out of bed.
Now then. Now that the gang is all here.
They're roby birds.
Yes, I would like 1 level in monk, please.
1 level.
When can I learn
We would be
Flurry of
happy to
Blows?
we would be happy to train you in our ways. If you have, we could put you through the express course, and it would only take you 6 months.
See, that's something I sadly don't have. As much as I would love to learn different fighting styles from you, gentlemen, we are on a bit of a crunch time. So, sadly...
I have a funny question. I have a very funny question. If anybody in the party was to take up that offer, what would that do to the campaign?
No,
Well, a lot of
you
people
just-
would die.
Your character would stay here, and the party would continue without you.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's not on Morian's agenda. As much as I personally would like to play as a monk, no, I gotta play the character.
Air thinks about this for a minute. 6 months away from everyone else. Huh.
Just put that bookmark that in your brain.
Yeah, it's book. It's
I
bookmark.
have a high expectation that Sasha would not want that.
Jeybar senses a past lifetime And then he takes a swig of alcohol and just says,
It forgets it promptly.
Yes, the fish will learn from the birds.
Alright, let's go talk to this lady if everybody's ready.
Mm-hmm, I'm ready. I'd be even more ready if my roommates brought me my steak and shake.
So your previous understanding of how this place was laid out is incorrect, because it's incorrect. You actually came into this place through the kitchen. This space out in front is actually just a balcony that overlooks the cliff.
Oh.
Hmm. So
here.
it's over here. Yeah, okay.
Right? Okay. So this passageway, when you lead back out, if you look at the town map, leads you down a flight of stairs that brings you out in front of the cleansing chambers.
Guys, no, I went this way. Come on, follow me. We're going upstairs. Come on.
Okay. I'll follow him.
And I'm gonna take a gander that's right here.
Did not realize there's more to this map.
Yes, I know. Aha! I've done it. The secret path ahead.
I
so
don't
this last room that you, the last room
Secret.
from, is there is no furniture in this room. The floor is made of woven grass mats, and there's a single Aarakocra here who is going through various martial arts type poses and stances as you quietly make your way through. Yeah, none of the sound effect commands work at this time, Onyx.
I know, I'm being an asshole.
As I walk by the Birdman doing cool poses, can I say, hammer arm slash, and see if he does anything?
He seems to be very much in his own world and just sort of ignores you.
Fair
He's
enough.
like a British royal palace guard, just like zoned out.
Palm heel strike.
He's very much doing like a Tai Chi type sequence, and he's just centered in that moment.
Don't drop the ball.
Air. Let's go. We have people to meet.
I've had my
Lead this
fun.
man to his training.
Hi-ya!
If we look at
Ruffle
the,
feathers attack.
according to the town map, we need to exit through the upstairs, don't we?
Yep.
This
that's
is
where
the
you guys
upstairs.
Oh, okay.
We are the upstairs.
I am the stairs.
Become one with the stairs, my lord. They lead to the north.
As you
North fish of
ascend
the
the
north
staircase between the monastery and the elder's house, you pass another dwelling that seems to be in much better condition than all of the other ones. It is the layer of paint on the outside is fresher and newer. The thatching on the roof is in better condition. The door properly fits the doorway. And there are a pair of Aarakocra with spears stationed outside the door.
Well, that seems important. Let's not worry about that right now.
Probably just her house, right?
Probably.
This is considered a house.
More than a nest.
Like a high class type of house, like a mini palace.
And
Well, let's
this
head to
will
the
bring you here.
A whole new map.
Ruffle feathers attack. Just like thinking of all these birds as like types of flying Pokemon. You know?
Pokemon.
Yes, the Pokemon.
Drill beak attack. Talk profanity and bird language attack.
I don't like that one.
That's my favorite Pokemon attack.
Air slash.
Air slasher.
Hurricane.
So, those of you who aren't actually on the path on this map, you are. It's just I don't have enough map to put you on.
That's fair.
We're fat. So
I like to think that I'm flying.
Jeybar is, obviously.
Yeah.
Jeybar, the world episode. Woo!
he's higher than the clouds right now.
Is this the main room, or is this the small house on the way there?
No, this is the house at the very top.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
I spot one.
bird people.
There's a bird.
When you approach, an Aarakocra meets you at the doorway, and he stands and he gives you this sort of squinty look. What do you want? Who are you? Why are you here?
No. Well, we were told to speak to Ashara, yes. We were told to come and speak to her, as well we had traveled far, and that's just what the monks told us.
What is your business with the teacher?
I had a question for her.
I too.
We are searching.
Said that, man.
We are searching for the curse that is afflicting this lands, and with your teacher's all-knowing and wiseness, we thought that her knowledge, she might have some sort of insight on the situation, anything that could help us in our search. Trying to grease him up with the compliments of the lady.
I'd like to ask her about a name that I seem to come across while I was meditating at the monastery.
I'd
Well,
like
that's
to learn the airspeed velocity of a swallow.
And I would like
African
5
or
levels of
European?
monk. Ooh.
I don't know that.
Sasha turned that around on you real quick.
Yeah, but I replied.
Fair enough.
What is the answer to the universe?
42.
Yep, 42.
Calm down. Everyone knows this. Gosh. Jeez.
The guard sort of regards you cautiously and doesn't seem like he wants to move. And then you hear a noise from above, and to you it doesn't mean a whole lot, but he turns and looks upwards and he goes, "The teacher will see you. Do not cause any reason for me to regret this." And he backs up and he will let you in.
And I say, no regrets. Not even one letter.
Don't fall in the hole, Mr. Birdman.
Oh no, here I go.
Here I go.
Morian fell in the hole.
Morian's
Yeah, I fell in the hole. I'm dead.
Oh no, hole two.
I grabbed the air by accident.
Farul and Gondola will just wait at the entrance. They feel really weird about this, and the Birdman kind of intimidates them.
You seem pretty intimidating.
Back on your liver.
Nevermore.
So the lower floor of this building was a single room. There was a simple mattress, sort of a sleeping bag cot type thing underneath the stairwell. And a life-size wooden statue resembling a tabaxi stood opposite the door, with flowers and offerings of food placed around its feet. The statue was obviously very old and carved in a stylized manner.
Is that their god? Why is it that Aarakocra are worshipping a tabaxi? Oh well.
Razzak the statue looks very much like the one that you saw in the monastery.
Like almost as nice.
It's a little less worn, but yeah, it's on par.
Okay.
The walls of the lower chamber bore faded frescoes of floral designs and somewhat jarringly mathematical symbols. A section of the floor had collapsed from age. The upper floor is decorated with frescoes similar to those on the lower floor. The landing atop the stairs has no windows, since it is inside the cliff itself, but it's dimly lit by 2 candles, one at each end of the hall. The outer room that Razzak and Morian are both in currently is a library with a single bookcase holding a number of rather ancient-looking books. The books cover most areas of knowledge. There's books here on mathematics, natural philosophy, geography, fabulous creatures, theology, and various other topics. All the books are extremely old, several hundred years old, and most of the information in them is out of date.
This book on geography, may be one to inquire about.
Yes.
It is. Well,
I'd like to knock on the door.
I'm gonna knock on it.
I'd like to knock
the door.
I'd like to
We've been
not.
waiting for
I'd
you.
like to not die.
That too.
You hear a voice from inside beckoning you in.
I don't speak that, but I think that means come in.
I'd like to give her a bow, kind of similar to how the monks were doing it in the monastery.
The Aurakroka in this room is very old.
Well, old person.
And she looks at you and she goes, "We do not get visitors very often to our monastery.
Guys, we surrounded her. Let's get her.
What brings you here?"
The alcohol.
No, that's not.
Rest. For one thing.
Yes, well, we originally came here. We were on our way to the Dragon's Pit nearby. And then we also heard that you might know something about the curse that we're searching for. The death curse that's been plaguing these lands. And we thought that... Yes, we thought that after clearing the Dragon Pit, and we needed somewhere to rest, and we knew that your village was nearby, and thought we might rest here.
Yeah, we
also
have run into,
scouts.
Yeah, and also talk to you in the process.
also run into some of your kind as well, and they told us about your village. Said that one of the best places of getting information was to come here.
There is a darkness in Chult. It has been festering for many years. Tell me, what do you know of this curse?
Well, we know that if you were supposed to die but were brought back via resurrection or something alike, the curse claims you, and it takes you back to the death that whatever either the curse or whoever cast the curse believes that you should have had.
Yeah.
Also, it seems to be plaguing adventurers most, since it's most likely they'll run into death and be brought back.
It's breaking the natural order of things.
Or it believes it's replacing the natural order of things.
Do you have any inclination as to where it might be sourced?
And the last we were told, before getting sidetracked, we were told to the north.
Were we?
We were supposed to marshal at a fort
But
north of
I,
where.
I don't think that's where the source
There is
is.
a fort to the north end of Chult, operated by, I believe they call themselves the Flaming Fist.
Yes.
Yep.
there's-
Yes,
Our
we've heard of
our
them,
our scouts have seen this place where mainlanders carve the land and cut the trees.
Yep, that they do.
I had a question. Have you heard of the name Atris Cimber? It came to me last night when I was meditating in the monastery.
She pauses for a moment and thinks. It is not a name that I know. I'm sorry. But if this name came to you while you were in meditation, it is someone you should probably seek out. It is someone either who can help you in your journey, either by providing you information or by providing you skill and ability you do not have.
I say thank you in Bador again.
I'll look surprised at Razzak. You had one too, huh?
I did. Were you able to commune with the Raven Queen?
Not so much, but whilst trying, I was hit with a vision of a destroyed ruin surrounded by the jungle.
I wonder if this curse possibly may have something to do with you not being able to commune
Probably.
with the Queen.
Tell me, my friend, do you plan to visit these ruins?
It seemed mighty important.
Yeah.
I had asked one of the monks, and they listed off a few places: Mesro, Mbala, Orlunga, and a place he would not speak of, Omu.
Oh, yes. Is this a place you would go?
It sounds mysterious and scary, so unfortunately, yes.
We of Sabal are guardians of the last remaining members of the royal family of Omu.
Oh,
If you would help us restore them, if you would find Omu and cleanse it of its darkness, you would do us a great favor.
can you point out on the map?
Unfortunately, its location is lost to us.
Gotcha.
And she raises a finger. I believe I can help you in another way.
Any you can provide.
Or
We of Sabal can perform a ritual called the Dance of the Seven Winds.
I like it.
This ritual will grant to you the gifts that the Arakroka call dearest. It will give you the ability of flight.
Well, let's do it.
flying fish.
There will be a flying fish this day.
Is this a temporary ability or
Yes,
a permanent ability?
I gotta just do this real quick.
As you can tell, you've piqued our interest.
Is this a temporary or permanent
Might be a once a day thing.
Probably.
This will grant, it will last 3 days.
Oh.
It will grant you, a flight speed of 30 feet. And allow
That's really good.
overland, flight of about 4 miles an hour.
Cool. Yeah, that would definitely help us at least kind of scout out the area.
But with things such as that, it comes at a price.
Well, I imagine the price is going and helping them, unless there is more of a price, in which case we shall pay it.
You will need to acquire an artifact.
Yeah.
Perhaps that is the wrong word. You will need to acquire an ingredient for the ritual.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
To perform this ritual, it is required a black orchid.
Mm.
Our.
Fancy.
You may find these in a place called Nangalore.
None galore.
None going galore and out.
Which is...
Come on.
Which is a few days southwest of Sabal.
Alright. I'm all for it if you guys are interested. I'm not sure if you guys wanted to head back to the city.
I mean, if we were to acquire this, we'd be able to go back to the city much quicker.
Yeah. I feel like if we're gonna go do this, we should look for the city.
If you will proceed to Nangalore to retrieve an orchid, I will have our best scouts seek out the city of Olmo,
Oh.
so that you might have directions.
Would we possibly be able to get a scout to bring us to Nungalore? Or did you mark it on our map?
She can give you directions to Nangalore.
Alright, perfect. Then I will not say the thing that I was going to say.
Another NPC, guys.
I'm all for another adventure.
I'm all for another adventure as well.
Me
Plus,
too!
Flying, I imagine, is just like swimming, but in the air, so I should be pretty good.
Maybe we'll find some more answers since we're down here already.
Yes, and having the ability to fly. Excuse me, pardon me, my fish. Having the ability to fly for 3 days will greatly aid us.
Morian, my friend.
Yes, of course. That's me.
You should, you said you came across an unspecified item.
Oh, yes, of course. I keep forgetting. Silly me. Oh, I pull it out of my ass and I show you. No, I present to Razzak the wand, the skull wand. This might be very useful for you. I'm not one of the magical type, but I know you are, and it might prove very useful in your endeavors. Of course, I have no clue what it is. You'll have to figure that out on your own.
Well, I feel like Ashara is quite wise and may know something of this item that you've come across.
Perhaps. Presenting to Shara. I show Shara, and we found this in the dragon pit behind a secret alcove.
Also, don't you have a bone too?
I do. I'll pull out all of my dragon stuff.
Pull it all out of your
Pockets.
ass, fish
We
man.
don't know the significance of these, but you are wise and from this region, and might you have any inkling as to an idea of what they are? The dragon coveted them very heavily to put them in his lair, guarded by an entrance only opened by his own breath.
Ooh. Kind of looks like this.
Honestly, yeah. Honestly. You have some feathers and we got it.
When you present the weird stick to her, she looks at it briefly, passes her hand over it, and then pulls her hand back, and sort of looks at you sharply, and then back at the stick, and then says, "This is be careful where you point this."
Yeah, believe me, I didn't plan on pointing it anywhere until I knew what it was.
This is a wand of fear.
Oh, interesting. Wand _ fear.
What do you fear, air? I'm joking.
The wand has 7 charges, and it regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges daily at dawn.
That's nice.
If you expend the wand's last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the wand will crumble to ash and is destroyed.
Oh.
That's still a really good refill thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can expend a charge of the wand and perform one of the following properties. Command. While holding the wand, you can use an action to expend 1 charge and command another creature to flee or grovel, as with the command spell, with a spell save DC of 15.
Oh, wow.
While holding the wand, you can use an action and expend 2 charges, causing the wand's tip to emit a 60-foot cone of amber light. Each creature in the cone must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom save or become frightened of you for 1 minute. While it is frightened in this way, a creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If it has nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action. At the end of each of its turns, a creature can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on itself with a success.
So you only have to cast it once, so if it doesn't save, it's still feared until it saves.
For 1 minute.
I know.
That's a good one.
Hold on. I know only one person in this group that would be perfect for that wand. Air.
The wand will function as an arcane focus. A sorcerer, warlock, or wizard can use such an item as a spellcasting focus.
Oh, man.
I agree, Air, but Air also likes to get in on the action.
I know, but he likes to strike fear. You know?
I believe he can do that without the wand just fine.
One can make it actually work.
Fair enough.
Everybody's in the corner just going, "He is a very tall individual."
Either that or
Thank
give
you
it
for
to
the
Jeybar
4
and have
months,
people
Rex.
fear the alcohol.
I was thinking
Oh,
either
nice.
Jeybar or Razzak.
Yeah, thank you for the resub, Zybrix.
Oh, Zai's here, bitch.
Damn.
Wow.
I just wanna. Can I turn to Knil and, in a playful yet intimidating way, can I say, "Am I not intimidating?" As I loom over him.
Yeah, I look at him from down to up, and I'm like, well, you're not intimidating right now, but
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't
shit.
get a lot of sleep. It's the bags under the eyes, isn't it?
yeah, you didn't have much beauty sleep last night. Yeah.
I'll try again tomorrow.
If
See that
you are heading to Omu, as well as collecting an orchid, I would ask that you speak to the princess.
A princess.
She should know that you seek to save her home.
What
Is she
kind
one
of
house over?
princess?
Nil, this is your expertise, right?
What kind of princess?
A bird, probably. Don't get your hopes up.
You will
I mean-
find her found our brother in the house just down the stairs.
Oh,
A princess bird.
you
We
mean
have no
the
time to lose.
Ashara will retrieve a small bauble from her desk and hand it to Razzak. Show this to the guards, and they will let you pass.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, and thank you for answering our questions, allowing us to bother you today.
Thank you for undertaking this task.
We didn't really have much else to do.
Well, it's also good to help.
You know.
It's all for the alcohol.
No, not really. But in Jeybar's case, probably.
Jeybar, you're a simple man with simple tastes.
We have a princess to talk to. We have no time to lose.
Oh, Knil's got
Alright.
himself all worked up over a princess.
Alright, we better go catch him. I'll turn and bow to... her name was Asara?
Ashara.
Ashara. I'll bow to Ashara, thank you.
I will be behind.
And then she disappears.
I will be behind Air and also bow. You know, right?
I asked Morian if he plans to keep the wand.
Who asked me that? Was it you, Knil?
No,
Oh, it was...
Razzak.
Okay. I couldn't see. No, actually, I believe you should use it, so... Because I'm not that magically attuned. You, however, are. And I present the wand to him. I was like, you could... Excuse me. Make good use of this.
Now, beings will fear not only your pecs, but your whole well-being now.
Yes.
Yes.
These pecs could crush coconuts between
God
them.
damn.
I believe you.
Can he rewrite... Can he, like, flex on the wand and make the command that they fear his pecs?
We actually have we actually have a competition to see who can crack open clams with their bare hands down under the sea. They're already dead, of course. We don't kill
Shit,
them.
Razzak will use his freaking pecs.
How do you transfer items from one character to
Yeah,
another?
what do I do? How do I get this out?
Let's see if this works, because I think I figured out how to make this work. Give me
The
one
plus
second.
Yeah, welcome to another
It's still in
episode
your
of
inventory.
Will It Work?
Okay, so, Marshall, open your, party sheet.
Party sheet? Yes.
Party sheet.
Open your character sheet.
Yes.
Go to your inventory.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wand of Fear, drag it?
Drag it, to items. To the parcel items at the top.
What specifically do I click on?
No, just drag, like, the dot at the far right of Wand of Fear.
Got it.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yeah, I need to know which thing specifically to click on.
Morvid, open your character sheet and open your party sheet and drag the Wand of Fear into your inventory.
Done.
Super morbid.
There you go.
Thank you, my good friend Morian.
You're welcome. You
All
can
right.
scare some people if they ever get too close.
Yes. Now let's go off to see the princess.
Make sure we keep Knil in check. The lad. That's all that the lad. That mad lad.
Did you just have a seizure? Are you okay?
I don't know.
He's been out of water for too long.
At the
Yeah.
moment.
That's why I keep an eye on him, make sure that he's okay.
Sure.
I start floundering around.
Yeah. Yeah, just every now and again I'll side-eye him and make sure he's...
He does like that
bleeding in the
fish
ears.
thing where like
Kind of looking around.
Okay.
I need chicken nuggies.
Yes.
Fish sticks.
Fish sticks, fish sticks.
Got me craving chicken nuggets now.
Yeah, me too, man. I want
Yeah.
chicken nuggets. Thanks,
Dude,
thanks,
chicken
Marshall.
I'm sorry. You guys just gotta go make yourself some chicken nuggets or buy some after the stream. McDonald's is probably still open.
I feel like
McDonald's is always open.
Yeah, seriously.
Although there are better
If
options.
If
than
I want to go to
McDonald's, I think.
McDonald's, I'll get a couple McChickens with Big Mac sauce on it.
There you
Yeah, my roommates finally came through and got me some steak and shake, so I had a double cheeseburger, bacon on it, and some fries.
go. Shake steak.
With
Yeah.
a shake? With a shake?
No, this is a Coke.
Please, you gotta do Diet Coke. You gotta watch your figure.
I'm sorry, my metabolism is still kicking. So
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, what are you trying to
I
say?
think he was saying we were old, Bright.
Oh, well. Why don't you take off that
No,
baseball
that
cap,
just means
everybody?
that he becomes the food. The food doesn't become him.
see, all right, Bright, you stepped out of line.
Marshall, you're a very handsome boy,
I try my best.
and you have a very nice head.
For those of you who don't know, Marshall is actually Bright's long-lost son.
Yes.
I don't think the timeline quite adds up, but I'll take it.
Oh my
He's his
God.
future. He is his future son sent back into the past to have.
Yeah, I'm,
his
I'm
father.
Trunks, basically.
I put him in the child dimension.
Oh God.
the Fire Emblem baby dimension.
Call back.
I got a map for you guys here. Just 1 second.
No
I'm the
problem.
map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
We'll
Nil
never
burst
not
in the
say
door. Where's the princess? Alright,
Where's
alright,
the
now,
castle?
now, Onyx.
Yes.
You, at some point, you need to say, and I quote, "Well, excuse me, princess, for this."
The only reason why I haven't done it is because Bright doesn't like that version of Link.
Well, he can deal with it because
Wait,
this is
what?
the perfect time to do it.
There's different versions of me.
Am I allowed, Bright? Am I allowed?
I have no idea what you're talking about. So
I
sure.
don't think he knows what you're talking about.
The whole the Link from the old cartoon show.
I don't know. I didn't hate it. You can do whatever you want, man. Do you, boo boo?
Ah, you do you, boo boo. I love
Hey,
it.
boo boo.
Oh my lord.
Wanted in the average man.
So as we're waiting, I wanted to point out my Twitter feed. There's this video of Bernie Sanders hitting one of those like boxing training punchy bag things, and it came back and hit him in the face.
Hey, boo boo.
We're
Alright.
gonna grab the ranger and eat the ranger instead of the picnic basket. Oh yeah.
I'd like to present the bauble that Ashara gave us to the guards.
The guards will step aside.
I packed some more alcohol for this trip.
I'd like to.
Then I burst aside. I'm like, princess.
Oh no.
Oh no. You are on a one-way train to getting stabbed.
You're on the crazy train again, Stab. Where I do not see myself, but that's okay.
Oh, did I miss you? Sorry.
Oh,
That was
Jeybar
okay.
became one with
I
the
miss you.
princess there for a
I
second.
really like the Arcana rights.
Oh,
I don't know what they are, but they're cool.
that is a small room.
Oh wait, they're not birds. Oh no, you have a chance.
Yes.
I mean, you had a chance regardless. It just would have been weirder.
Are you trying? Are you? That's very specious of you.
I mean,
Almighty princess, we've come to assist you.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Okay, so she's not an Arakokan.
Arakokan.
She's not a.
She's not.
I just look at them both and just for a moment, just really wanna.
Hey, you guys see the names, right?
Yes.
Is that your brother? Nah.
Moxonar.
Nah.
Jeybar, see what's going on.
What's a Moxinar?
Grabs it on
The-
the
when,
flask
when you
and takes a
when you
sip.
enter, when the group of you barge into the room,
I had. Who had the emblem?
I did.
Okay, please be showing it.
I'm
Please
showing.
be showing
and
it.
all of you push past Razzak to go into the room.
Oh no, sorry.
I did not, because I'm polite.
And no, you put yourself back there. You were in there.
Yep, get back in
Yeah,
there.
get back in there, Marshall.
Maybe if I sneak out, Sasha
He's
won't.
just like super embarrassed and just not looking at anyone.
The group of you barge in. There is a girl standing there, about 17 years old, and she's glaring at the group of you as a 6-year-old boy stands behind her, sort of hanging on her cloak and sort of peeking out around her. And she just looks at you and goes, "Who are you, and why are you here?"
Oh, ooh.
Well, excuse me, princess.
I tried
Jeybar's-
I'm here to help you.
Jeybar is paying no attention. He's just
There
searching
you
the room for
go.
alcohol.
There you go, Marshall.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'd like to knock on the door before I enter.
Like a
Move out of
gentleman.
the way, so
I
Razzak
speak under my
can-
breath. Yeah, that's
It
gonna
is-
make up for
It is
this.
good at least one of you have manners befitting someone of my station. What gives
I
you the
was-
right to
I was
barge
just-
into my home?
I was just trying to stop Knil, but Morian doesn't say that.
I would also like to knock on the door frame at this point.
Jeybar turns around. Alcohol. Turns back around.
I'll just see myself out.
I bow to the princess, and I deeply apologize for my friends. They are quite excited to be. They are excitable, yes. But they were quite excited to meet you. Ashara has told us of your plight, and we are going to Omu to help restore you to your throne.
Or die
About
trying.
time someone came and did what was needed. Chult needs its queen.
Wait, what?
Wait, you're the queen of Chult.
Like all of it?
I am the last living. I am the oldest born. We are the last living members of the Omu royal family. We are rulers of Chult. This is our land, our home.
Does everybody else know that? Doesn't seem like they do.
Does that mean you got alcohol?
Jeybar, you are in the presence of grand royalty. Please behave yourself. Forgive me, princess.
Royalty or not, I want alcohol.
I shoot you a fish glare.
We were told by Ashara to come and let you know that we are on a quest to restore you to your throne.
And who are you? Some lonely rabble come to seek fame and fortune.
No. We are not here for fame or fortune, Your Highness. We are
Definitely
here.
not fame.
No, we are primarily here to stop the
Fortune.
death curse.
And that.
The death curse is my
A liar.
priority. I bow to her as an emissary. I say, not really true. As an emissary from my people, the Tritons, deep down. I was sent here to investigate and possibly. Gosh, I'm about to burp again.
They sent only one of you.
Well,
Where are the armies that are owed?
that is what
say
I
something real quick?
have been
Can I say
sent
something?
here to find out whether or not the armies are necessary. It seems now that it's possible that they will be, though mobilizing an entire force will take I'm sure you know all of the diplomacy that goes into all that nonsense.
A matter of days.
Yes.
We are
Shit.
royalty.
Can I?
The province of Baldur's Gate and Waterdeep, they should have soldiers here long before now.
How
Sorry,
long
what
is
was that?
this plight of... Oh, no, wasn't.
Can I nudge Air and then mumble to him, spoiled rotten princess.
I don't know.
Well, this is going on. Can I make a perception check?
I mean, she's got a cool cloak that I'm not gonna lie, but I totally want.
What are you looking for?
Alcohol.
I ask knowing full well what you're looking for.
For one moment, I'm like, what is he gonna look for? Oh, okay, wow.
Wants to inspect that jug.
I'd like to inspect that wall.
You, Jeybar, you sort of root through a couple of things in the room, and the princess will turn towards you and go, "What do you think you're doing?" And then she will proceed to like slap you full across the face. And,
I will. At that point, I will grab
and then
Jeybar
sort of
and
like push you out of the corner and try to get you away from her things.
yeah, I will grab Jeybar and say,
Can I
no.
take an athletics check to dodge it?
No. You want to outtry? You want to try to outdo? You want to try to outdo me, Jeybar?
Can I do athletics check
really
to
want to
dodge?
see Jeybar
No,
do that shit,
with an 18, you're pretty focused on searching whatever corner of the room you're in, and she's able to take you by surprise. She's not particularly strong. It stings a little, but it doesn't hurt you any. It doesn't do any damage or anything. But you are a little surprised at her, and she just sort of gets right in your face, and she's just like frowning, and she goes, "Out! Get out of my room!"
You ain't got no alcohol.
Jeybar.
Jeybar is out. Jeybar just literally just stomps out the door and just keeps going.
Well, this is going about as well as I thought.
Congratulations, we burst into her house, rummaged through her things.
I try to offer her and her little brother some of my chocolate bar. I say, this is quite a delicacy in my homeland, and I'd like to share with you this sweet, delicious treat.
As compensation for our compatriots' behavior.
She seems suspicious.
Trust me, they are
I
well
can't
worth
believe
it.
why she would be.
She points at Morian. That one will take a bite first.
Oh please, yes, gosh.
He's never been
I take one and
happier.
I take a bite of it. Like, oh, ooh, I needed that. It's been a long day.
Been a long day.
Please, indulge.
She very reluctantly takes a tiny piece and nibbles on it.
I believe
And
they're made
then
with
nods to her younger brother, who steps up and holds out his hand somewhat timidly.
Here, young one, try this delicious chocolate bar.
No,
At this point, she turns to you, Razzak, and she is speaking pretty much exclusively to you.
Cries and
and
fish
ignores the
man.
others.
Do anything?
She says, "You seem to be a man of respect and culture."
My dear princess, I am but a humble wizard. But if we can aid you, we shall.
She stops for a moment and looks at you, and she goes, "Are you truly heading to Omu?"
Yes. First, we must find ourselves the Black Orchid. As we do so, the Aarakocra will be looking for a way to get us to Omu.
First, we have to go to Nungalore.
Yes, we have to go to Nungalore first.
If,
But
if you are going to Ono, I request you to find an artifact. It will
Another one, huh?
It will legitimize my claim to the throne, and
royal
will serve as a means to rally the people of Chult into resettling Ono. I ask that you find the skull chalice of Sagakar. I totally butchered that word, but close enough.
So he's gonna go and write down MacGuffin.
Get the fire emblem.
I really kind of hate all of the words in this campaign because I can't say like any of them.
Makes
Your
sense.
your Canadian brain can't process.
Find MacGuffin at Jeff Ruins.
I heard she wanted a Gus and Brew. It's all right.
All right.
A cousin brew.
She needs a puppers.
Yeah.
I mumble a little bit and I say under my breath, you know, why doesn't she get this herself?
She's a princess.
My dear Knil, she is but a young princess. I imagine that something terrible had happened to her families.
Yes, we shouldn't put any more hardship on those who don't need any more. I'm having a stroke again, and my words aren't coming out.
I
look medicine check.
I look at Razzak and I'm like, I'll admit, you know, me barging in the way I did was uncalled for, and I admit I was very excited. But the outcome, I don't feel very respected right now.
I mean, we kind of barged in here unannounced. You know, Jeybar there digging through everything, looking for his alcohol. And,
That wasn't great.
you know, like we definitely did not set a very good first impression, my dear man. But if you were to apologize and assure her we'll be able to help her in her issue, her time of need, we may be able to become good friends. She may become a worthy ally.
Is she still right in front of us?
I'll apologize
I would assume
Yeah,
so.
if she's
Okay.
nice to me as well.
One must
cross
told
my
you
arms.
any niceness.
One must put out
Princess,
kindness.
you are...
Then
I don't
then
know
I
what
can-
you are, but you are not a noble.
well, first off, I will humbly apologize for me barging into your home. But then I will see myself out after that comment.
She just sort of huffs and...
puffs and blows the house in. I'm just kidding.
That was odd. He's not usually like that.
Uh,
Well, it's no matter now. But Razzak, continue.
Is there any information you could give us about Omu or something that may help us along the way as we try to
It was
restore
a
you
great
back?
city that my father and mother both ruled over with grace and dignity, and it was taken from us by dark forces that I cannot find the words to adequately describe.
I'm curious, my dear lady. What have you heard of the name Atris Simber, by chance?
I do not know this name, no.
Okay.
Damn it! We'll try again later.
Well, we'll come back later with more chocolate bars. All right. Well then, we shall be on our way. And I bow to both her and her brother as I leave the room.
And before Morian leaves... Oh, never mind, you go first.
Yep. She smiles and she bows a little to you, and she will take your hand, Razzak, and she will go, "Thank you. Please, what is your name?"
My name is Razzak. Razzak Meecham.
Yes, Sir Razzak. I know you will not fail us. You will help us reclaim the throne of Olmo.
I will die trying, my lady.
I think we're all gonna die trying. I say under my breath.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jeybar,
Your companions could learn much from you, sir. Please, do not disappoint us. Please come back whole and alive.
Jeybar pops his head in. Still got any alcohol?
I will push him away.
Oh god.
All right, we will try. And then I leave.
Morian will first go there and then
Ew.
apologize first for the intrusion. Say, now, whenever we are successful, because we will be successful, my lady, if this evil, this darkness that took your kingdom from you is still here, you can expect quite the crusade to aid you. That I can promise you.
Yes. Your people would be in their best interest to aid my return to the throne. I will remember those that help me.
Yes, and we remember those who help us defeat any evils. We thank you, and once again, I apologize, and, well, we shall get you your chalice and your throne back. Have a good day.
Pokes his head back in.
Jeybar, I
Do you remember those and alcohol?
to God.
Before I run off, did you make the cloak of feathers, or did someone else make it, or can I maybe buy one? Or
The princess seems not terribly interested in answering the question, but her younger brother perks up at your question. He goes, "I made mine myself."
I don't suppose you'd have another one.
In a size extra large.
Like about 7 times that size.
If you
he
were...
looks at you. He looks up at you, Air, and sort of frowns, and he goes, "I don't think it would fit."
All right, maybe next time. Hey, if you're ever not busy and you want to make something really cool for a really nice guy like me, I'd totally be down. As people are probably pulling my arm away, I'm like, just think about it.
Come on, Air. Let's get out of here, buddy.
He gestures to you, Air, in sort of a hold on a moment, and he runs to the back of the room and up the stairs. And then he comes down, and he hands you. It's carved out of balsa wood, so it's very light, and it's if you're not familiar, balsa wood is almost like popsicle sticks, right?
Right.
And he hands you this, and it's sort of in a very abstract sort of way. It's sort of bird shaped, with spread wings. And he hands this to you, and he goes, "I made this too. You can have this. It flies."
Oh,
I'm
that's
good.
awesome.
Air, he'll grab the thing and turn away from him, and that's really nice. Thank you. Try to hold tears in.
He just smiles at you, and he goes, "I hope you like it."
I sure do much. I want to.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I want to reach into my pocket and give him... I don't know if he'll like it, but I have a raptor tooth, so I'll give him a raptor tooth.
Oh,
Maybe you can make something out of that.
that is very nice.
I
sure?
ripped it out of it. Yeah, it's totally fine. I'm not crying.
Jeybar pats Air's back.
I'll hold on to it. Be good for your sister. Bye.
Can I,
He just sort of waves at you.
If that kid dies, Sasha, I'm
You're
going to be
dead.
very, very sad.
Air has a new
Now
purpose.
you know what.
Yep.
Now you know what Van felt.
Oh
I know,
no!
exactly!
Oh, no. Do not,
I'm attached
do not,
to this young boy now.
Do not damn this boy. Do not. Don't you dare damn this boy.
Speak of the devil, Vanamore raiding with a party of 9. Hi, Van.
Oh, we were just
Wow.
talking about you,
welcome,
Van.
welcome, Grandma.
Was your ear burning?
But, can
Also-
I go in there, please?
Also, waiters, did you bring any alcohol for Jeybar?
Oh no. I shake my head.
Sure.
Oh no.
I go in there and
Fuck
I
you!
kneel-
And you walk out.
No. I kneel in front of the boy, and I especially give my apologies for my behavior, and I give him the shiny pink shell that I got in my travels.
He smiles and graciously accepts the shell, and he goes, "You meant no harm. I'm sorry. My sister is sometimes very impatient." To which you hear the princess in the room go, and then turn her back to you and go about doing whatever she's doing.
Uh-oh, lads, we got a tsundere.
I tell him, I was merely excited to meet a princess because I've only heard of princesses in, stories and tales from my own parents. It was merely excitement.
He nods and he's like, "I understand."
And I get up and I look at the princess and
Say how you doing.
I get on my one knee and I bow and I say with the utmost sincerity, please excuse my behavior. I am deeply sorry for how I treated you when I came in here, and as a type of offering, it may not be much, but I would like to give you a couple silver and a couple gold as a token.
Can you make a persuasion check with advantage?
Oh, she likes money.
Sure. I kind of figured that would, Alright. So advantage, and you said persuasion?
Yep.
Morian is like peeking through, watching him. He's like, "Don't fuck this up."
Double 16s.
She
I know
sort of looks
more.
over her. She looks over her shoulder at you, and she goes, "See that it doesn't happen again. You should be respectful of those who are your superiors. You may leave the coins in the small dish by the door, and you should be on your way."
Okay, back.
I
Say
bow
walk.
to the prince and I tell him, watch her for me.
He just sort of
Jeybar.
nods and waves.
Jeybar goes to the prince and gives him 2 good berries. Says, "Those are delicious. You might like them."
Quickly, everyone, give this boy a gift.
And then Jeybar walks.
I give him my whole trident. Here you go, young lad.
And
There
then
you go,
Jeybar,
become Aquaman!
Become the ruler of the ocean.
then
Seize your
Jeybar.
destiny.
and then Jeybar, without even looking at the princess, just walks away.
Ooh.
Ooh. Well, that's your fault, Jeybar.
That's definitely your fault, Jeybar.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Gralk
Uh-huh.
hasn't given anything.
Gralk's not gonna
Honestly,
give.
Gralk just stayed outside. He went in with the rest of you, and then as soon as she started like screaming and yelling, he was like, "No, I got nothing to do with this. I'm
Can
out."
we get a roll for his trying to disappear?
His failed
As
stealth
you-
roll
as you
yet
guys-
again.
As you guys leave the princess's house, you hear like a loud bell chime noise coming from the monastery, and you can see in the skies around the monastery here on the cliff. The Arakroka are just absolutely in sort of a frenzy. They're all over the place. You can see them flying from one point to another. Most of them seem to be carrying spears or weapons of some kind, or wearing some sort of. When you came through before, they were wearing colorful clothes, robes, that sort of stuff. Now they seem like they are wearing armor. And there seems to be a much more intense presence about them.
They
Well, looks
seem
like things are about to
intense.
get more interesting. Cut to black.
They have been very laid back your whole visit, and they have just recently, as you come out of the princess's dwelling, the whole atmosphere has changed into one of like a fierce intensity.
I pull out my greatsword and I say,
Zongo's gone on the rampage.
I say we go help him.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Thing.
I jump
Run!
off the edge. Triton first.
Exit, stage left.
Can we all like do a freeze frame jump off the side of the mountain?
Do-do-do-do. And then we all die.
Yeah, and then we all die.
I
Campaign's
mean, all
over.
y'all will fly. I will shaping too. As you guys.
Jeybar
jump
was
off,
the
I
only
was
one.
also shaping.
Most of the commotion seems to be centered on the monastery itself.
Alright, let's head to the monastery.
To the monastery!
My alcohol!
There's no alcohol! Aren't you made of alcohol?
You are
That's
what you
we're
eat.
running away.
Which means I always must replenish myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like my fantasy grounds froze again.
Give it a moment.
Probably opening another map.
Everything's falling apart. Everyone's dying.
Uh-oh.
The small child is damned us already.
Oh no. I
The
pull out my
Zentarum
blade.
show up out of nowhere.
I wouldn't be surprised if the one thing that was given the biggest commotion was just like a giant demonic chocobo.
But
I
alright,
dibs.
who wants to roll animal handling and tame it?
I do.
Yeah,
Dibs!
It's a giant demonic chocobo, black with red eyes.
Actually,
Oh, Red Eyes Black Chocobo. Yes, I have that card.
So, while we're waiting, I just wanted you guys to know what I wrote down for Nah the Prince.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Best boy.
Protect at all
Then-
cost.
Save him no matter what with
Mhm.
an unknown amount of explanation points. Then in another parentheses it says, he gave me a flying bird toy and I gave him a raptor's tooth. So
You should also put in that parentheses, use all hero points on boy.
You use all
that's
hero
implied with
points.
save him no matter what, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like, the princess...
No, I don't. I can.
The prince...
Yes. Best boy.
Although let's get Knil to get with the princess romantically at the end of the campaign. Listen,
That would
Morian's
be
gonna
interesting.
Morian's gonna have a nice listen, lad. That's not how you talk to women.
Listen, boy!
Let me sit you down.
My boy!
You see, when
I don't
a
like
mommy
that I'm
fish,
up front.
when a mommy
Royals.
fish and a daddy fish like each other very much, they spawn. Now, spawning is an interesting process.
When you arrive at the monastery and you come in the entranceway, the you can see a number of these sort of hulking winged creatures landing on the balcony and going inside. And
they
you
are
can,
chocobos.
You see them landing on various landings and platforms all around the monastery. And the Aarakocra seem to be trying to drive them off. When you get to the doorway, you can see that they've actually infiltrated into the monastery itself. And there are a number of dead Aarakocra in the monastery.
Oh no.
Alright, well, time for revenge.
You killed the Silvers of my uncle!
We're the Revengers.
And
Initiative?
and we will roll
Revengers.
initiative at the start of next week's session.
Damn.
Oh man.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay,
That
good.
happens.
I was like,
By the
oh
way,
man.
when is that session going to be?
Next month.
Next
2 weeks
Tuesday.
from now.
No, next month, guys. Right? It's next. Okay,
I get it. Cause
it's a
the end of
joke,
the
guys.
September 3rd.
month. Jokes are funny.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wait, aren't you going out of town? Oh, is it that weekend from next?
Not the week of the 3rd. Much later in the month.
Much,
Okay.
much later. Alright.
I think it's the week of the 16th that I'm going.
Okay.
Okay. So then we'll have 2 more Tuesdays.
We'll have 2 more sessions, and then I believe that I'm gone for the 16th and the 17th.
Okay.
So, this was a good session, guys. A little bit slower paced, a little bit more roleplay
But
NPC driven. But you guys,
Those are the fun
you guys got 2 new quests to work on.
Yeah, we did.
You got some information. You made a friend.
We did.
You made a not quite so friend.
She has a
It depends on who you are.
and
Does it?
and you guys got to explore the cliffside monastery of Sabal. This was episode 7 of Tomb of Annihilation. Thanks everyone for coming and playing.
We're already on 7. Damn.
Yep.
Hopefully
Thank you
next
for coming,
week,
chat.
Bye, chat.
Mr. Matt, thank you for the follow. Dale Garrett, thank you for the follow. Vanamore, thank you again for the raid. And the host, Zyprex, thank you again for the 4-month resub. 69247, thank you for the follow. Shadowseed and Yang, thank you for the resubs. You guys are all awesome. We're so glad that you guys come and hang out with us while we play. Salty Adventurers, do you guys have anything coming up this week?
Just the Left 4 Dead event.
Yeah.
Do
Mm-hmm.
you want me to
So
talk
this
about it? Or would you
Friday-
like to,
Stuff for
Sasha?
me.
This Friday, on twitch.tv/CSS_presents. I don't actually have a command for this, and I probably should have, but I'm not bright like that.
I'm glad you're not bright. Because we
Thanks.
already have one bright, you know?
Thanks.
No dupes allowed. That's
Yeah,
why there's only one shadow.
Link in chat. This Friday, twitch.tv/CSS_presents, we are having our Left 4 Dead tournament. Yeah, that's right. The word is.
Yeah.
That I'm competing in. Bright's competing in. Bright's been organizing. Marshall's competing in.
No, I'm not competing. I'm
Marshall is
commentating.
commentator.
Oh, you're commentating, right? You're commentating.
Mhm.
He's
A
like,
whole
he'll
bunch of
be
us are
like,
gonna be
damn,
there.
look
I
at
hope you
that
guys
person
come.
with the katana there.
We got a boomer.
I hope
There's
you
a
guys
boomer.
come and hang out with us. What time does everything start, right?
7 p.m. to 11
Eastern?
7 p.m. Eastern time.
Eastern.
So I hope you guys can come out and hang out for that. That'll be a
And
great time.
The lovely Van has also been helping.
And so
Other
am
than
I.
that, Other than that, I will be here on Thursday for more Dark Souls 2. What about you guys? Onyx, did you have something coming up?
Just still Soulsborne stuff on my channel. Nothing
Nice.
too special.
Fantastic.
So
So if you want to see someone who knows how to play play Dark Souls, go check out Onyx. If you want to watch someone
Yeah.
beat their face against the wall for an hour, come watch me on Thursday.
What do you got, Shadow?
I was gonna say, well, everything's done with the remodeling of my house and whatnot, so I shall be back to streaming tomorrow
Nice.
with some New Armada.
Hell yeah, dude.
Heck yeah,
Hot
dude.
C awaits.
Sasha isn't a fan of it, but tomorrow we'll continue Chrono Trigger, The Adventures of Jeff, and Jeff.
And
They're all Jeff.
And it's possible
The
that
great Jeffening.
Sasha will be maybe lending her voice if she can get over the fact that I'm ruining a game that she loves.
with Jeff.
I love how only Bright could ruin Chrono Trigger.
Listen, both Felix and Zai were there to help.
Hey,
Kyle.
I was there.
Were you there?
Yes.
No, you
I was-
weren't.
Yes, I was. Look
For a
at the
little
group chat. I'm there.
You weren't there for very long.
I don't think you were there in the sense, Marshall, that you were there to make
too
this
long.
happen.
Oh
Yes,
no, I
Yeah,
wasn't.
this
I
is-
wasn't there to
specifically
ruin your
saying-
favorite game.
I
I just.
was asleep. 'cause
Yeah,
I
You
was
were
this
there
is
for a
this
little
this
bit.
is equal parts blame on Bright, Zyprex, and Daleks. This is their fault.
Oh, so you're not mad at me anymore about
No, it's just
the thunder step, right?
Oh God!
Not
Don't.
if
Why
you
you
bring
bring
it
it
up.
up?
Now you brought
Stop
it up.
bringing it up.
Alright
you
guys,
good.
that's all for us this week. Thank you so much for watching. I don't think anyone's up and streaming for me to send you guys to someone. I really would like to,
Zai
to
is
sort of
streaming,
share the fun and keep the party.
and-
Oh, Zyprex is streaming actually.
Zai, the CSS members who are streaming are
I also can't open
Zu
Discord.
and Zai.
Oh, right.
Oh,
He's
Discord.
playing-
Discord.
Zai's one step from Eden. B-Dude's Legend of Zelda. I'm not sure if you're interested in either one of
I
those.
don't really know B-Dude. I don't really know B-Dude. Let's send you
Fair.
guys to Zyprex. I'm gonna send you guys over there.
Hey!
Hey.
Yay!
Hey.
Oh,
let's
wait,
make
he's
it
got
feel
a weird
really
underscore
awkward.
thing. No, that's a plus
He
sign.
does at the end.
Underscore. Alright, so I will see you guys on Thursday. Thank you again. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Sasha.
Bye.
This is screwing